Okay, so very welcome back once again into our series of practical electronics. So this is on your screen is a breadboard, you can see now, and today we are going to see on this breadboard how we can build a dual power supply, a regulated power supply unit, and that is a DC power supply unit. So you can now first see this is a positive line indicated by the red line on the breadboard. This is a negative line indicated by the blue color on the breadboard. On either ends there are two pairs. Okay, so that's the positive power supply, this is the negative power supply. Here it is a negative power supply, here it is a positive power supply. You can see at the bottom also. Now why I am reminding you this is because we will fix our regulated power supply unit on the breadboard, and then we would see how we can use that power supply. So what is the unit we have? This is the unit we have right over here. So you can buy this module from the market. This is the power supply unit for the breadboard actually. So if you want to first understand what this module is and how it looks like, so let me show you here. This is if you hold it and maybe turn like this. Okay, if you can see now. Okay, so what we see from here, this is the power supply unit. So to the left side you have 5 volt and the off, the yellow jumper and the yellow pins, and those pins you can see that this is the extreme left is a 5 volt and next to it is off, so that is available to connect. And then this is the positive and the negative, so that means positive 5 volt and the negative 5 volt will come here. Or you can also have the 3.3 volt and with respect to negative pin. So for that you have to see that this is the jumper here, I mean this the closed pins. These two pins are disabled by means of this cap, and this cap says the right side of this pin is 3.3 volt and the left is negative pin. So either use 5 volt or you use 3.3 volt. So depending on which side you take this out, and if you put it right over here, if you put this right over here, let me do that for you. Can we do that? Is it possible to do that? Yes. So it means now I am enabled to access 3.3 volt with respect to ground, and this is positive and negative. I will have the connection through. If I take it back and put it right over here, and then if I apply access these two pins, 5 volt and the off would be plus and minus again. We will do that using the multimeter, maybe we'll see that. Come to the right side now. You see again two sets of supply voltages available, 5 volt and the off with respect to off, and the 3.3 volt with respect to off. And here you have positive and the negative again at the bottom, positive and the negative. So here you clearly see there is a cap. It means 3.3 volt is not available, and if you put in right over here 5 volt is not available, and this would be made available. So let us put it back. So you now see to the right side, my right side, the 5 volt is available through these two pins. Okay, and to the left side again here also 5 volt is available. So how about we just try to get one side as a 3.3 volt. Now this side you have 3.3 volt available because you disable this section, you enable this section, and through these two pins. and this side you have 5 volt available. Okay, now this is the USB connection and this is your power cord actually, we'll see, and this is on off switch, and this is an LED, we'll see. So how to connect this power supply unit to the breadboard? So as I said in the beginning, you have positive and the negative, positive and the negative. So what I'll do, I'll flip it and make sure that the positive and the negative pins are aligned. So you see the positive here, but here it is a negative one. So what I need to do, let me do that in a proper way. So what you do, you just turn this one, and we'll see how we can do that. So now I can see, how about maybe I have to put in here, maybe, yeah, this side. So this is like positive and this one negative, and then these pins are also there. Okay, so just to have this one stable connection, I'll fix it here. I am going to fix it here, and I'll see if this actually fits in. So you see that this is the positive and this is the negative, and this side also you have positive and negative, and this is how it should go. Make sure you don't press the components on the top, but it's just a smooth fixing. So we'll try to do that. Okay, it's not that easy, so we'll see how it's done, whether it is possible or not. So let me just try to do that, and I have to find the holes, proper connections maybe. Okay, no, it's not easy. One side is done and the second side is not done, then it's difficult. Okay, now it's done. So I have managed to place this module on the breadboard to make my breadboard power supply available. So you see now how these pins have got in. So you see that this is how I got in inside, and now let me show you this. You can see that. Okay, this is properly, don't force it, and you will have it. Okay, so with that said, now how to turn this module on and then check whether we have the right power supply or not. But now you see what happened. I have placed this unit right over here, but I will not have the connection this side, so I have placed it wrong. So I have to take it out, and maybe I have to put in, maybe yeah, I should have done that right over here. Yes or no? Yeah, it should have been here. Positive and negative, it should have been here, somewhere here. Okay, so now I'm trying to put in there. Let me see if I can manage that. Positive and negative, maybe. So it should go like this. Okay, so because these two are shorts, okay, it should go like this. We'll see now. You see now how it goes, and now it is how You can see now it is how I have fixed. So you see now this is the positive line, and then this positive should be in this line, and then this is a negative line, so this is the negative line. Similarly, here is the negative line, so here it is a negative sign, and then this is a positive line, and that's the positive sign. So you can see now how I placed this board actually. Okay, you actually can see that the placement of this board. So in the last there are these sections right here, 1 2 3, and this is the fourth section. So these two pins that we saw, they are in this one particular section. Similarly, on the right side you have these two pins that went into this particular section, and this is how you see from this bottom case. Maybe let me just focus. You see, that's the placement. Okay, and we'll see now. Okay, now you got your board, breadboard placed on that. Now I have got this USB cable. You see now the two ends, one end is the USB and the second is this side. So how it goes, so this side goes right over here, and this side goes to your laptop, because I will get the power supply from the laptop and see how much voltage I have available. If it is like okay, so we'll see that. Another option is to have the DC adapter. We'll see that. So let me try. So right now you see I have this laptop right over here, and then there is the right side. I connect this USB here, and that's how I connected, and the second end of this one goes to our breadboard power unit, and we'll see how much is the one. But don't touch, while you connect this, don't touch your hands on the board itself. You have to hold the board right over here or maybe from the side, and then plug in, then try to plug in. Okay, and once you do that, what you can do is press this button to see the light glows and the light is on, and now you can test from this side and this side how much power is available. So let me first show you. So you can see now that's the 5-volt section. In this part, this is the 5-volt that we have disabled, but 3.3 volt is on, and this side 5 volt is available and 3.3 volt is disabled. So why not check it with the multimeter? Okay, so we'll do that maybe. So that's an exercise for use the multimeter and test the voltage at this end and at this end. See how much voltage is available. Okay, see you.